where in the platform where the Ministry of Information and Civic Education creates for can give information that is very accurate, very timely, but also for give an opportunity for ask questions to people already public office, but also the one in the private sector, we also play their own part the governance and also part the economy. Now, as usual, today we get a very distinguished panel. We get for can discuss many things then. We will start with my own elder brother, when Mr. Ibrahim Alpha Sise, when the Minister of Trade and Industry, we will come update you on which the ministry plans, the progress we don't make so far, and with the challenges. We also get my sister when Aisatu Harrison, when somebody self we don't go plenty in the private sector, when the founder for Creative Hub Africa, we will also share experience with you on how it drive for explore partnerships and also opportunities in the private sector. And as usual, we get most trusted voice by security in the country, when the sheriff at the tongue, when the Inspector General of Police, William Fayia Sellu, we will come updates, we give you further updates on the security situation and also on the ongoing investigation into the events of 26 November 2023. But as usual, we will run through quickly, waiting at the updates them, the news they will get across government. We will give an opportunity also if you want to ask questions on anything and if you're not going to ask. Before I start, we want to welcome people already joining for the very first time today, and then one day we don't join me since we start. On the update on the 10th December 2023, His Excellency the President, the day na Abuja, we attend the 64th ordinary session of the Authority of Heads of State and Governments in the Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS. His Excellency will join in Compidem, where they will discuss about good governance, security, and unconstitutional changes of governments in the region. When they at the conference or the summit, the authorities they affirm their commitment to promote peace, democracy, and good governance. And at the end of the summit, they also they put out the decisions the way they agree on. And part of that day on democracy and good governance, they talk about Salon. The authority then condemn the attempted coup that take place on the 26th November, where lead for make we lost lives and destroy property them, and urge the process now for conduct a thorough and transparent investigation into the event with the view for identify and bring the perpetrators into justice. Also, the authority will commend the sign where we will sign the agreement for the national unity where now emanates from that mediated dialogue we get between the government and the People's Congress. And lastly, but very important, the authority also instructs the Commission for make the support Salon in the efforts they will make for democracy, but also for make the Commission facilitate for make them deploy ECOWAS security mission to Sierra Leone for help for stabilize the country. Also, on the 9th of December, prior to the 64th ordinary session, the Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation, Timothy Musa Kaba, and the Minister of Planning and Economic Development, Madam Kenya Bale, also be attend the 91st ordinary session of the ECOWAS Council of Ministers, who then discuss Boku their report on security, environmental concerns, human rights, governance, and the challenges in the region. Also on the 6th of December, we also remember say 18 of the compatriots then were not the members of the security forces when they became during the Sunday incident of November 26. We be laid to rest na a ceremony where the president and the first lady be attend and other monarchs then. We make interfaith funeral service na Corking headquarters, and then 18 compatriots that be include 15 soldiermen then, 2 police officers and 1 correctional service officer, and then be buried at the military cemetery in Afrito. Also on the 8th of December, the Court of Appeal constituting the Honorable Justice Ivan Sise, J.A., we preside, Alaji Momoja Stevens, J.A., and Adrian Fisher, J., unanimously dismiss the appeal of former President Dr. Koroma against the judge-led Commission of Inquiry and order the Anti-Corruption Commission for investigator for abuse of office. The court also orders the former president for refund the total sum of $135,000 within 7 days from the date when they did that order date because of the value of the property that they sell to Ilan Tufik Kang and Winners Chapel. The court also orders the former president for bearing the cost of the appeal when at 300 million only. Also, on the 10th of December 2023, the Minister of Gender and Children's Affairs, Dr. Aissata Mahoy, spearhead Salome respond to the escalating crisis of online violence against women and girls. The occasion, they officially launched what we call the Body Rights Campaign, where for make sure say women them and girl picking them with whatever it's done as a offense against violence we do against them. Also, on the 7th of December, the UNDP, in collaboration with the Islamic Development Bank, we receive funds from the Women Entrepreneurs Finance Initiative of the World Bank. They launched what they call the Empowering West African Women Small and Medium Enterprises Program, where Salon, Senegal, Guinea, and Niger go benefit from $12,250,000 where they will support the program. Lastly, on the 11th of December, the management of Sierra Leone Ports and Harbours Authority then they issue one press release after a publication will come up online for one article with a date on 29th November 2023 by the Manchester Evening News, where they caption the article as the enormous shipment of cocaine from Sierra Leone destined for an industrial estate in Wigan. Now, by this press release where the Sierra Leone Ports and Harbour Authority then pull, they say they note with great concern the publication where Manchester Evening News they put online, and they say the publication, among other things, they say in August 2022, a consignment of Class A goods when cocaine was shipped from Sierra Leone, and that 9 suspects there, with all of the 9 people are not Sierra Leoneans, they were arrested and serving the middle arraigned them before the court in the UK. The Port Authority, the one for terrorists, say first that the Sierra Leone Port and Harbours Authority is a reputable member of international ports organizations there. And then organizations they are governed by defined rules and regulations regarding methods of seeking and addressing high standards in port operation. So therefore the authority they not in receive of any official report of this allegation from any international ports organization or the National Crime Agency in the UK. They also have to say that according to the export records, we then present to the port authority for the period under review by this allegation should say the port did not at any point in time export any flour where they say they mix pan cocaine as the publication claimed. Also, the authority don't engage with the leadership of launch immediate investigation for look at the veracity of this allegation. The authority want for remain committed for collaborate with all relevant local and international stakeholders there for ensure a drug-free port. So on that note, I will hand over to the minister, when at the host, for carry on with the program. Mr. Minister, sir.
Thank you very much, Honorable Deputy Minister. I want to say a plenty thank you to all the family that we join with for weekly press conference. I also want to take opportunity for say plenty thank you to all the media partners and again. We make sure we reach out all live and direct across the country. On our yesterday we put out a release for announce that the curfew will be the starts at 9. I know that kind of news do not even need for be repeated. But the kind of news that they will tweet. All man they share because the curfew is a popular subject. So for no now say the curfew na midnight. But I want to start with that because it starts midnight, it's done at 6 a.m. For one, the people already the habit of violating the curfew or trying to take chances. The instructions with the security forces they get, and then we'll take that particularly seriously. We still deal in we deal with the security situation at the country, and we particularly thank you to family that we don't cooperate, the one that we don't give information, the one that we don't abide by the rules, the one that we continue to support the police in all the work they really do. Today, as the Deputy Minister said, we focus primarily on trade. We look at trade and business, private sector entrepreneurship, what's in the apple. And I'm very pleased that my colleague, I'm glad for calling my colleague now, but one day we know actually I'm going out and I'll be lecturer at Fayia College. The Minister for Trade and Industry, Ibrahim Al-Fasisi, we will know about the other name back who they call him back. Thanks. So, if I'm a chief, the man we, as my way former, I'm very proud of, like for say again, I'm a teacher, teaching at Fayia College, political science. So every time I can say anybody who want blessing for respect the teacher. Me a teacher the kid. So I want to tell them thank you. I want to put on record that always thing we do today are because of the excellence we show we understand that we accept. And glad the way they are today we can share about with the status of what we do. My sister is actually a leader and in the entrepreneurship innovation space alone. So if they can add as well your perspective on the context we get, and I'm glad for say some of your partners and allies in the room, and as he say we get also another full room. Obviously, now all my area about the updates on the ongoing investigation into November 26 failed attempt at coup Salou, and particularly the investigations and the interrogations will go on with the former president, Dr. Koroma. So because of that, today we bring the primary person, the Inspector General of Police, who can provide as much details as possible because it's now ongoing investigations. Before we get to that quickly, and I'll hand over the microphone very soon to the Inspector General of Police, I want to just reiterate that we get a list of wanted people where the Salou Police don't issue. Most of them are getting down on a phone. But I've been asked to go through that list so people already are also listening for the area. 3 of the people in the original wanted list they're now in the custody of the Salou Police, Alpha Karo Kamara, Amadou Koita, and Alpha Sharif, probably called Alpha Relevant Sharif APC apparently. But they're in the custody of the Salou Police. The Salou Police, they still look for Mohamed Touré, they call Yete, Sheka Idrissa Dubuya, Molai Bai Shebora, Major Patrick Abu, Odende, Sergeant Sayo Kamara, Major John Thomas Bangura, Matthew Soye Kamara, Almami Usman Kamara, Ibrahim Wonshingai Mansare, Abdul Karim Mans, Al-Hassan Kamara, Amadou Conte, Alhaji Hassan Kamara, Alhaji Saidu Fofana, Abdulaziz Kamara, Captain Eya Senesi, Corporal Yapo Sise. It's not one name where an officer we don't did not place with the list, so I have to make it clear say this person on the wanted list. Corporal Yapo Sise, and we'll talk more on this. Almami Molai Kamara, Danke Koroma, Fatmata Koroma, Captain T.L. Conte, Mustafa Abdulrahim Kamara, Ibrahim Saidu Kamara, Milton Sambangura, my retired captain, Sako Kamara, Zainab Amara Suu, Lieutenant, Captain John Conte, Musa Fofana, with a Major, Corporal Mohamed Conte, Corporal Mohamed Ali Toli, Mohamed Issa Koroma, a Major, Abdul Rahman Toli, Alpha Kamara, Charles Kamara, Cherno Sajabai, Dauda Conte, Femi Pentimiti, Fode Bangura, Hadi Momodu Evelyn Jabi, Salema Tukonte, Samuel Brown, Shiaka Koroma, Sigismond Kool, Suleiman Conte, Ibrahim Saibu Kamara, Ibrahim Kaloko, Ibrahim Jalo, Ibrahim Toli, Mohamed Haroun Konte, Mohamed Jakite, Mohamed Lamin Dumbuya, Mohamed Samura, Mokhtar Dinson, and Usman Kamara. A handsome reward of 50 million olio, 50,000 new available for anybody to provide the Salone Police and the security forces with information that will lead to the arrest of any one of them fugitives here. One for tell people that thank you because on a cooperation don't help we for let the Salone Police capture the one there they don't arrest so far. And the more we cooperate and find people here, the more we move towards being more safe and more secure, we'll get rid of the curfew. I will provide one more update on behalf of the Republic of Salone Armed Forces. The quick question only about the updates on the weapons and where they been captured, where they been break the armory, and whose one they will recover. I've been promising we will come and give the numbers and the updates. So I will just give briefly categories of weapons and the updates will be there right now. AK-47 rifles. Then rifle them. Then been thief 47 of them. Then been take 47. The security forces will recover 29. 18 of them they out. The big RPG then been take 7. The authorities only recover 5. So that 2 dying outstanding. The other one then, to be honest, apparently they may also take plenty empty magazine then. Like about over 100 on an empty magazine then, who they may also take, where the authorities are still doing efforts for try for recover. So now the major categories and any of the weapons them, I will promise again, in the interest of a very transparent government, when we get the information, we will come and provide that to us. So all that question will have been get right. Oh, we don't know the weapon. No. And they talk to the Honorable Inspector General of Police for letting me an update on arrest, and then any information we're able to share on specifically the interrogation where they go on with the former President, Dr. Koroma, Inspector General.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair. Good afternoon, everybody. I have to start for making a general comment on the security situation across the country. It is calm and quiet, no cause only for alarm. Despite the fact that on the 26th of November, we see an illegal and overt attempt for unseat and incumbent leadership in this country. Since that time, we as police, we institute an investigation, and it is still ongoing, it's still in Panama. For the statistics, for now, we get 80 suspects that we custody. Even our police who say suspect, as long as we don't caution you, we don't administer that cautionary statements, you are not forced to say anything, you are not obliged. But whatever I say will be taken down in writing and given in court as evidence, you are a suspect. So we have 80 of those. I will break down that 80 category. Current serving military officers, 50. Dismissed military officers, 5. Serving Sierra Leone police personnel, 7. Retired Sierra Leone police officer senior, 1. Civilians, 15. And then of course correction service, 1. And then former president Koroma. We don't take so far out of the 80, we don't take 68 statements. Then statement a day, we don't forward them to the office of the Attorney General because direct in Perus, look at what we are doing in the light of the evidence of the offense we would investigate. Then of course, we get 12 people that will custody, we will still therefore interrogate, therefore caution them, therefore interview them. This 68 I don't mention, so some man don't make statement to tell because now it's a wide investigation as to the proceed, as other people they take statements, as we take statement from them, we get reason for do additional statements. And those ones we are taking them from the others. 12 to be interviewed, like when I read the Minister of Information, they say we still get a good number on the run. So I have to use this moment also for appeal to the people of this country, well-meaning people of this country, for assist the police by providing information which will lead to the arrest of them assailants when they're on the run. There's a very nice package for information leading to the arrest, but as good citizens of this country, I know why I focus too much on the package. You are doing whatever you are doing is for civil responsibility. Yes, if you see somebody come for unseat government or wreck the country, you are under obligation. You get civic responsibility for giving information which will lead to that capture. If you do that, you can still benefit from the money we will set aside for all of those things. So basically, I think at the point this one will talk more about the former president, because I see a lot of social media is charged with a lot of stuff. Thursday last week, we extended an invitation to her from the CID department, Olekan Nafrito, on Friday, follow-up question in respect of the attempted coup. He got the invitation. He talked to the one they were saying, of course, I wasn't there. I talked to him. See, he has two concerns. One is the concern about his security on his way from Makeni to Freetown. And then the second one, the concern about the security and accommodation at Femitona. Then, of course, if you want to see well, tomorrow and Friday, I get appointments with people. So I will do the appointment. I come back on Saturday. I said, no, it's not possible. You have to travel on that same day. He called me. I talked to her direct. I talked to a lawyer, Joseph Fitzgerald. I said, tell your client he has to start to travel today. Tomorrow, 10 o'clock, he should be in my office. He traveled. When he left, he called me. He said, IG, I don't left. Your colleague on this side or your officer on this side, the AIG, you do well for me. Provide adequate security for me. I said, now you are assured of adequate security also at your accommodation. So right there, I deploy. Because it's a crucial time where somebody will say, I'm not comfortable moving around with my own security voice. I want security from your side. I have responsibility. I make as it is so, I'm responsible for security at any point in time. As they come up, CID now so for go back my house, I have to escort him, and I'm deployed there at his accommodation to make sure nothing will happen to her. So he come, the next day we go to CID, I meet the lawyer, Fitzgerald. The first thing he tell me, IG, how would you bail for this man? He started asking for bail. Even before the man was in my office, he was asking for bail. I said, no, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. So he's sure, we start the procedure, the interview starts, we'll do statements for some time. We end up for terminate because the former president said he needs to go taking medication and taking lunch. I said, fine. We are not in a hurry. We can go home for as long as we can. You go, next day come on the Saturday, we'll do the same thing. That's why now, look at, say that statesman will get that respect. There are other people who will investigate for the same attempted coup. Then they are said, we cannot put you in cell, so we are going to grant you bail, but with certain conditions. We sat with the lawyer, Lance Aradumuya, and they called the name because no one panel would deny except his brothers. Yansane was there, Ambassador Yansane. Mikael Mazare, those are the chair and the deputy chair. And of course, the head of CID, we agreed. In the first place. They asked for the man to be visited by selected number of people from his party and from his legal team. We agreed on those names. We wrote them down. Then we also say we don't put ourselves, but let it be in his house. If he has to move from his house to any other place, it has to be clear that that is a great condition. They accepted to that condition also. Then he said, if you want to see doctor, yes. We are all human beings. Whatever we do in the SLP, we give it a human face, yes. If you want to see doctors, you will see doctors. Immediate family, yes. It became immediate staff. And we agreed, all of us, we agreed to that one. So that is how he is being in his house. We have provided the security. Every morning, with the bring account, he can explain. The investigation of the law is a long process. As I say, we investigate. If you come every day, as I thought so, we just don't do in rounds for today. So we go back to my house, go rest, then we continue to until we come to the end of that phase of the question. But alongside that one, we are looking at several other suspects in our custody. In fact, we don't do categories of investigators. We don't structure the investigation. We get some man when they deal with this level of candidates, of suspects, some man look at this one for make up maybe a little faster. So that's not what I want to point.
IG, I ask you a very direct question. Is the former president a suspect in the investigation?
As long as we have administered the voluntary caution statement in our police station, you are a suspect.
Affirmative. Thank you. All right. I just want to make clear as well to people that the information we put out from the Minister of Information and Civic Education is very clear. The information we put out, we know what they say. I see some journalists try to say, I don't want to talk to this person, I don't want to talk to this person, confusion day. I want to assure the people of Sellu, when we put out a statement, it is as close to the gospel truth as you are going to get in this life. Because we know the do they say, we know the do she said, he said. When we put out a statement, it will come up from beyond the source. As far as the police is concerned, the official, primary, final word in the police, that is the Inspector General of Police. And there's no daylight between me and the Inspector General of Police. If I talk something, I say this don't happen, and the family understand, say, that they come out directly from the Inspector General of Police. In fact, now we do the work together. We make sure, say, I double check across everything. I'm not saying we're not going to make a mistake because we're human. But I can show you, see, on the substance of it, we know they come up with an idea on the own. We stick with the security forces, we clear the information we put out. So I don't want to let people listen to any other side comments or possibly they try for saying, oh, confusion, or this person say this. No. You listen to the channel that we have provided and it's the official and factual information. All right, on that note, I'm going to transfer for on a plea, Olman, so we can talk about trade. And then we're going to come back to questions. So now, perfect segue, obviously, for Minister of Trade and Industry. Mr. Minister, since you don't want minister and you first time this for kind of platform, your vision, what's in the happen at the sector, especially also in this current climate, the challenges that we'll get, and how you get against 10 challenges and different. I can offer you 7 minutes for let you play. Yes, in a lecture and 7 minutes, so therefore keep silent or over lecture. Over to you, Mr. Minister.
Colleague Minister, members of the high table, journalist, Mr. Leone, good afternoon. Let me tell the colleague Minister for giving me this opportunity for interact with the general public on what's happening at the trade sector. Because we're the businessman there, businesswoman there, we meet more often. You know, today, at the world, are difficult this for the business and for also the person who they manage policies and laws where they deal with business. If we look at the world today, everything down there. We look at the world today, fuel price go up all sides of the world. And we also fuel price go up. And they are both that till they go up. We look at the world today, chop business self, it don't there on the other side. In fact, to the point, chop business don't make, now we don't know, say, every country foreign policy, you get for every country you get for Every country gets fertile in foreign policy to trade. But then I will talk about it more later. So all of this, the first now Ukraine, you know, and a lot of members say we just try to recover from COVID. We government do, but putting an identity can't happen. So all lengthy hour talks wouldn't happen if you don't get control over them. It they make the value of your currency the hamburg. And on that note, I'm grateful as the ministry to work closely with the Ministry of Finance, the Bank of Sierra Leone, for law stabilize our economy. Because one time we will be noticing price in the government, but now we'll get relative stability. So what will be done to you over the last how many months? We'll take over. First, we'll continue to review the existing laws and policy. We will make change and investment kind of this country. We will make down the only part business, then we'll do the business. We'll get the primary responsibility for make sure we provide a very friendly atmosphere for trader, businessman, as well as the consumer. They will sell food they buy. You know, so it means we'll get for cover the one they sell, we'll get for cover the one they sell food they go buy. Because if you sell the wrong products, no problem for me. So then they make different laws and policies that are along that. For example, we get a trade strategy, we go to the call an industrial policy, we get special economic zone policy. I will talk about that later. Then we get an business policy. Some of the things that we're going to do from where we take over now to they call public-private dialogue. You know, where we live in our government, then people only do business, we're supposed to engage with them. So we don't go at different levels. We don't get into exporters, they're always in our office. Importers, they're always in our office. We don't get different meetings there. The essence is, now following we understand, we say, flow, nothing our problems then collectively, how we solve the problems there. Especially now very, very difficult moments there. Now trying moments there, all sides of the world. So they get a meeting today. In fact, we get another big official one next tomorrow with the National Investment Board. We do put closely, don't convey. The essence of the meeting in the gas are saying, I follow, meet and talk and discuss so many things that would affect the environment. In line with that, again, this will be a key vision from His Excellency the President. We also they promote business-to-business linkages. For example, you know Saloma, who they pass in business, you look for other Saloma, who they pass in their business. So tell me get land, you get the money or you get the equipment then, when they connect, then tell they happen. Then at the international level, following all the travel sell on the recently, we encourage salon businessmen to fully participate. And some of them forum there, and then link up with other businessmen within our other country there who get interested in the same sector and some of them they work now. A good example now the flour mill who go Turkey, one pan investors in fact, it don't cancel alone. Then an investment to pass about $20 million investment, huge. And when flour mill begin full production, they go help to reduce the price of flour, then we will get enough for begin export. We they on track for that one day. But in order to the Duba, we get key players that we're supposed to do with you. One of them key players are the Chamber of Commerce. As it is now, small problems in the day, but we they engage. We don't get a series of meetings. Even last week Friday, we get the current Chaikana office. So hope still we'll get fully functional. All the small problems they will not solve them. So by early next year, we will be on track for move. Because some of the side where they go visit, then they always ask you, who's on the Chamber of Commerce day? So we'll get down the up and running very soon and all. But one thing when they make the bread and butter business street now, any country, not to which the wolf will go buy no more. Now which you self they produce. So we export, then we will get now, we fight very hard for diversifying. Diversify in the sense, we know they have a promo say, till they know they spend beaucoup money for buy palm. Now we for straight Paris. If we look, I think with the interest pass all in Africa and West Africa, no country no day. So then for me, like a security commodity. So government don't launch an ambitious program on a fixed salon project. We, in fact, this year the Finance Act, we put small money, the 5%, for not able to generate money, so that for now it will be painful, we will pay the price. For me, I assure now. The salon family say, by the next 1 or 2 years, when we don't begin go, the rise of price will definitely come up because we don't produce more than enough, able to get for it. Then the key. But unfortunately, we get for pay the price for small, it's one and this one, because that 5% they will increase. But that money they will invest them all. And what I want to say, would they work closely with the rice importers and police? In fact, they make the government policy. All the money they import rice, all they can be part of this feed salon program. You either live on the production side, that is you get the farm, you bring the machine there, or you get in the machines there. And this, we don't get meetings with them more than 3 times, including myself, the Minister of Agriculture, the Minister of Fisheries, chaired by the Chief Minister, we get a good meeting on that here. Because for let you become sustainable, for let be stability, then any side, the chop where they eat if we able produce them. And I can give an example, we don't want for oil. When government will say oil, anything it take, we do. Today, we are net exporters of oil. So we able to do that there. So we also want to focus on this, what they call, decide where you get the strength. You know. Like if you look at it, we get over 300 million people who eat Gary in West Africa. And we get some of the best cassava in this part of the world. So if we only focus, say, Gary no more, we focus on it. We say we produce to the exporter. Now, beaucoup money than me. But for do that, you get for do the right thing. We can't pan cocoa, we can't pan cashew. So what they say, we get in sectors that we get the comparative advantage. Don't be focused on. And we get today something like Africa and West Africa. Africa, we call them the Africa Africa Free Trade Continental Area, where they allow the free movement of agricultural goods and services from one African country to another. So for them to benefit financially, it means you get to improve poverty. On this side, we don't make a lot of progress. We don't establish the secretariat. I get a meeting with the secretariat like a few weeks ago, and they're willing to provide technical support for me for that. We get what they call the ECOWAS Trade Liberalization Scheme, what is a very good one, where we export our other West African countries. And today, we rest. If you left here today, you go na Bamo on weekend, you will see how far we rest. You go tell man you need to rescue. If we talk of oil, we export to Senegal and oil and cassava. So the only way you will take advantage of this, you get all them big markets here, and for able to strengthen the own side. So on that note, what the government they do, we don't provide small money there for SMEs there. How they support SMEs? SMEs are small and medium scale enterprises there at different levels. I will talk about branding later. But also make we more competitive. One tool don't suffer for over 20 years now. Standards Bureau. Standards Bureau, we get for labs in this country, but the labs we get are medical labs. You know. So for now, export certain foods. For now, we able send certain things in other countries. They don't get foreign exchange. You get minimum requirements so some countries they ask for. They will take like fish. Look where European will be. But because we not get certain requirements there to that, it's difficult to not get labs their way up to date with standard. It's difficult for local sellers. We fish in Europe. We and the Americans we get what you call this Agawa trade agreements. Again, the major challenge to that Agawa trade agreement, we not get labs now where we certify certain food items they go for export. So on that note, the Standards Bureau, first we don't spend up to $300,000. Again, that takes this opportunity for the leadership of the World Bank and Salome Abu Times. They will think colleagues there and Alari, they will also support you for upgrade that lab with their Moses. So those spend over $330,000 for upgrade Standards Bureau they have. But that notwithstanding, it needs a lot of investment. If one compete, they spend money. So the intention is to privatize that lab. Yes, we privatize them because it's difficult for the government and the money went in need. For them to compete, for them to send the things there. I can give you an example. Just last week there was a consultant FAO bring. They can't talk to me in our office, how we work with somebody lab. What you them recommend, go take the fish now. If you get fish, you carry and go Ghana first. Then go test stand, they look at the fish good, then they bring an the freight car exporter. And they increase the price, and they reduce my profit. So not just there now with the target between now and March next year to April, we don't get a standardized lab, we will be certified at international level. So primarily 80-90% of the products we want to sell out, including fish, we will get a good lab, we will make them. Another key challenge is how we operate na ports and water. You get the operational side, you get the payment side. We push for establish a single window ports operations. When I say single window, when they go for go clear things in our water, you get different payments they will make. You get for pay CTN, you get for pay UGT, you get for pay ITS, different one. And without expenses, on side if the payment tied to $1, there is even a foreign exchange difference. So to the fact from now, one platform will be set, we go to make the payment on one pool. So the Ministry of Trade, the Ministry of Finance, the National Revenue Authority, will they plan work for them? Again, another key thing, we notice we come and trade a business, so trade they get problem, the Ministry of Trade and the time. But when come to market business, now a devolved function that and interesting for see, most of the local councils are across the country. The revenue they generate, most of them generate na market use. But they're not pay better attention for rehabilitate and make the market there. Or they don't make the market there, then they bring the street, the people in for cancer in the street. And all they want to our law established here. Market, na they for sale road, and for multiple and what's now for pass. So what will they do this year? Will they try very hard for see if we can work with the local councils for rehabilitate and build market there and start in critical areas. A good example they look at now is that Kwendu market. The meeting over the African Development Bank, they don't confirm, they get $10 million for support that processing. Then the Chinese themselves they support we for carry out that processing at that Kwendu market. So hope say sometime next year that process will start. Now Western area, of course, this are the small. There is a project the government to done by 50 buses there. And then 50 buses here, they get corridor, they get road over for pass. Unfortunately, they don't road there, we get traders who don't need it. So we don't postpone simply because we wait less our ground slow. So we hope say the entire Sarah ground process will done by the end of the year now. We go make them go inside, they let people go back in the market, we let them go there for there, we pass. Again, that market a government constructor, and we work with them very, very closely. As a ministry, and they go back to standard bureau and we ministry, also get responsibility for quality control. If we know no more, then they done all kinds of all kind of bad business that they don't plan. But unfortunately, some of them will not get the capacity for go test them or find out this if it's good or it's bad. So now make that bureau a very important for them increase. But we will continue to push quality control. With the trade monitors and trade officers. I'm not going to deny we get small challenges with some of the staff there, but we will work very hard. And they continue for visits and different stores, different suppliers, and to make sure say the quality of goods that we give they not expire and they meet the standards. Then we will ask even where they are to regionalize them to help reflect that fact. Because if you go by some to expire, if you harm you harm your family, it will harm you all. So now all joint and affected, if any information they on that, we have to send a copy to the ministry. On the investment side, one of the difficulties for you today now for attract investment in the country, when they compete with other countries in the sub-region. You know, some man will tell you get energy, and sometimes so investment you want, the man I can say you want something, this one of my answer, I go back mouth no more. And so you go. But we don't make tremendous efforts on that side of it. First, we don't establish an industrial zone in Koya. Where that make it start, we expect to get over 4,000 jobs in this country. Recently, I got a meeting with the Director General of UNIDO. It was a very fruitful meeting, and we expect to get about, well, we don't sign the agreement, $9 million from them, where they support different things there. But one thing I want to emphasize is, the law approved for do a feasibility study, pre-feasibility study, for carry out agro parks in Asalo. That's a very, very good thing, you know, for carry out agro parks. So then they will start early next year. We will do that new. We can start in areas then. I go camp and test for small business they will do. Government will be put aside about, we may target 100 million, but we will not raise 41 billion Go down disburse, we call a Munafa fund. They don't go out to different people. And this 41 billion, 85% of the one who benefit from the woman. In fact, 12,265 beneficiaries that all go don't get the Munafa fund. And today, anytime I go offline, people then ask who send the next Munafa the car, who send the next Munafa the car. And it's been professionally run. We don't collect small money. We try to get additional money for increase even the minimum threshold, but for also increase the number of people they want involved. So first quarter next year, we will fight very hard. The money we there and the additional money we will get. Although we target more people, there more money with the benefit plans. One of the SME space, let's say the economic diversification project, right? This project here don't dish out to don't know the start business. They don't know a matching grant, $2.4 million. Now in this project, now don't dish out. But now only the 102 of them percent, 102 the numbers, na start up there. There's 61% now woman there. And when I get so happy, because government dish out this money through the project, we able to leverage additional $700,000. You know, for different people in the matching grant. So by the time combine all that, the jobs that we Daniel number one provide now over 344 jobs here. We're ongoing. You know. If we go again within the same SME space, we'll get what they call the Salon Agricultural Processing Project. Where again, instead we give up to 60 SMEs about 4.2 million. Now they will give it. But generally, one of the key responsibilities they're giving all on top tender are to make sure say we get essential goods and commodities. But always COVID, but always the war in Ukraine, but always things happen in Israel. Rest not shorting, fear not shorting, Yabasne. That's a key responsibility to get and at competitive international prices. Some of them prices, if you compare them to the other side of the world, we don't better. We don't try for hand down. Again, as a ministry, the team where the make country go before, now wait till the quarter, you know the importer again, all that you know the importer, manufacturing. They don't support the sector. I show now, we get started here as like for cement and iron rod. For cement, price don't go up small, but they are showing us say the price will drop because very soon we'll get up to 3 or 4 factories that will open. And the next year, we'll get, I show now, 2 factories they open and the price will drop. I will say the same thing for plywood. Plywood, we get a very good British company, Amaro, who they do very, very well the investment. The first one will be over 20 million, they do an additional investment. Then sell will begin to target the market, and very soon the price of plywood sale will drop. So construction will come out to a large extent. Again, other thing that we don't do as a ministry, now for Fayia Sellu. And as I've been talking about just now, we don't know that different international forums. We've been there in Morocco with President, African Development Bank, and we get the investment forum. When we present the Fayia Sellu program, the number of people that will show interest is so high. With all of things that happen at the country so today, we get Moroccan investors then, when they hire 1st week January. Then the day after 1st week January, Moroccan investors. They say no matter how bad, they very Morocco Sellu, then they come. We go Saudi. When I can check Aramco, Aramco is the biggest oil company in the world. We had a meeting with them. Interesting, the president sat in those meetings. We sell Sellu, they are all interested. So we look forward for engage them back and continue with their engagement. As what you did recently, that day happened. Well, the man they remind me and say the time is done. But let's just summarize. One of the key challenges that we face today, some of the key challenges, the one that the depreciation of the Leone. The Hamburg, again, this, we can call them externalities that we not really control. You understand? But we don't fetch, we don't stabilize. The one that Ukraine, no man can say the fence is there far. That one that Ukraine don't continue. So then the fair price they don't go. Then the fair price, they go, all things they go. But again, the negative political propaganda they will put in our social media. For what they go for outside the country, outside, for get money, for campaign jobs, for bring investment. It's so difficult. I mean, let's tell me brothers and sisters and thank you, don't promote very positive images about Sellu. I tell you I thank you. I also want to use this opportunity for appeal to all man. Now one great country we get. We are happy for make the job easy for big investment. One of the easiest way we can able a friend job for person. One of the easiest way possible to make you live it. Now if we able to make investment. And only two will do that now for some positive images about this country. And I think to all of their legal challenge, we get right to disagree, not disagree, but don't disagree within an agreed framework. We will not be disrespecting the country. Again, the recent security breach, we all waiting on the implications. You know, and then they get serious challenges. Because me, then trader, then businesswoman, they call me, hey, we start to ship this coffee. They will sell another too. But I tell you, I tell you, sir. You know, we don't pitch them to 12, so the pressure don't reduce. On that note, I tell you, Chairman, thank you. I tell all man, thank you.
Thank you very, very much, Honorable Minister. You know, not only it's come to teacher. The way teacher at top, therefore allow you to teach at the top. So it's all I'm seeing as teacher. So I have to mention. I think I just want to reinforce the summary. The summary points now that despite the challenges the way Salon they face, the externalities, the depreciation, inflation, the wars where they go on around the world, the government of Salon they work. The Ministry of Trade don't just announce some concrete measures the way they take. Where the government, where President Leone they continue for carry the country to go before. They want the way they can with gun and shoots and try for destabilize this continent. They want can we go behind. But one for 10 people of Salon thank you because they inject them people there and they help with them and not bring into justice. Fear so that we were there, all were there, we say we put hands together and push this country to go before. We will continue to stay together. We focus on the vision. We have to develop this country. We can disagree, like our minister said. This is what we don't always talk. Me, people, for example, me, I like a good debate. I will not disagree. If we all can have all day one side, not so democracy can be. Democracy requires disagreement. So we can disagree, no argue, but okay, this part, so argue about the way we're supposed to do this, the economy and things, but we not forever resort to violence. We not forever resort for all knowledge that we country go overseas, we begin pull down the country. Other countries they get a basic, decent, the energy sector. You they celebrate on social media like country not getting money. And I self-hate also. And I use self-hate. So we can disagree on how they spend the money, on which the investments for go, or how they open the space, but we can agree say, let's get the money. We're gonna salon get the money. Eh? So I want to also apologize that right now we don't lost power. I see the deputy minister of that. I'm sure if I try house day for everything. So that they also means that I sure say we currently not going to carry life to family house. So that's another challenge. But I see some people that they still video, so we'll get down here, we'll make sure we keep, we make it available for family and we get because of time we're not waiting for it. So I come to you, my advice. You don't know what things that I talk about, security. You are a leader in the entrepreneurship and innovation space. We just want to hear from you. 5 minutes. I also want to get plenty of questions. After that, your perspective on the private salon, business, everything that they do, and waiting, and I want to continue to see from government. Thank
you very much, Mr. Minister.
I'll say a teacher voice.
I would try. Well, thank you very much. One of the major problems is electricity as private sector. But waiting give me hope.
So MCC back.
You know? but waiting give me hope. And in fact, we like to go and minister and talk, and if you say it will stop, right? The fact say continue, just give me hope say as business, maybe you know that business need for continue for do. Even though the struggle there for electricity, we continue for work with that government, because this na partnership, you know, public-private partnership. But for me, I think what I want to say in terms of the private sector, I come back to Salon. I bought Salon, but I've been on go for years, and I come back to Salon about 5 years come back, I can open a factory, production factory. And in that, we don't partner with a lot of organizations. For me, why we survived the last 5 years in a partnership, you know. As people like to say, if you want to run fast, run by yourself. If you want to run far, run with other people. You know, so for me, as a business person, I realized that I don't wait for too much if I'm not involved other partners. And so, in terms of the manufacturing, we do uniforms, and one of the business that we really is also possible with a partner with Sierra Commercial Bank. We produce the uniform for them anniversary. That has been one thing we really improve the income for the year when we partner with them. But that besides also the other organizations they will partner with Ministry of Youth and the UNDP, because for me it's important where, you know, when they run the business, we look for organizations that we share the same value as we. You know, we work with youth there, we provide employment for youth, we work with women there, and UNDP, you know, the youth, they focus women and youth, you know, and Ministry of Youth as well. So through the government of Sierra Leone, we partner with Ministry of Youth and UNDP for produce. In fact, for we during the COVID time, at the time that we really make more money because we quickly change, you know, the idea for making uniforms. And then we begin to do masks. And because we do masks, Ministry of Youth, we partner with Ministry of UNDP, and through them we do over 50,000 masks. And because of that, yes, we do a project with Purposeful, and that because, so all of that, they kind of come from Ministry of Youth and UNDP, their partnership. We partner with Purposeful, we partner with UNICEF, we partner with a lot of UN agencies then, and donor agencies there for making survive during the COVID time. But doing all of that, I realized there are lots of women, you know, they be able to manage and kind of, you know, walk me way around the system because I come back and I get the knowledge about innovation, about technology, and I begin to use things that will work for me as a business owner. But I realized that there are lots of women that we're lacking behind. And right now the world, you know, they move by technology. So what do? We partner with the World Bank and Government of Salon again. Just the program where Minister of Trade will talk about through the Sierra Leone Economic Diversification Project. We now work with other business them, especially female business them. We help them for understand technology, we help them for understand, you know, the digital space. And fortunately for me, because again, you know, we don't work with government ministries then, when we plan this project, the first ministry was up to now the Ministry of Trade. And the Ministry of Trade willing for support with, we want to take this project, so we did look at the project in at digitization. Digitization by, you know, what I mean by that, for bring so many women business them online. For bring so many women business them for begin use digital payment. You know, mobile money, POS, and so we do a pilot right now with 20 business them. We encourage them for use the different smart payments, digital payments. And we're not able to do this by research if we're not in partner with the Ministry of Trade, the World Bank, the telecommunication companies there like Africell, SMIDA, the banks then because they get all them POS machine there. So Bank of Salon because they focus again with the ministry now on financial inclusion for especially female business then with SMIDA. So we don't partner with all them different organizations there. So, and like I said, if you want to run far, run with other people. So we will work with all them government agencies, private companies, for me for able to deliver this project to like 500 businesses next year. But with the pilots and right now with like a Christmas market. So the Christmas market, everything at the market is now cashless. And when I know the importance of the switch, the bank of Salon, the first phase now collect like the different banks and POS system and they talk to themselves. The next phase now collect the telecommunication and begin to talk to themselves. But if we women then facilities there. So then it don't make much difference. So the cashless market, which is really the cashless market, now for bring them for understand digital, but also for help them for go online, for create a space for them, so they see them market, they see them business them, their products them, and able for big players at in the technology field. It's still challenging, as you'd expect. Some of the problems the way we get, like the electricity. For run the generator, when we do on this market, if we do on generator for one day, we burn about 120 liters. And because we get light on and off, so most of the times we rather just stay on the generator. But you just imagine how much that it will cost me. Technology, because most of the bits they do right now, the cashless market, it's really technology. Some of sometimes in the day, you will get the POS in the work, and then maybe like half an hour the POS in the work. So that is a real problem for me. In as much as we want the woman to use technology, it's a challenge. And then you think about the interest rates, because for every system we use, any payment system we use, you get for pay, And the woman in the look say, if they can't give me cash, and not cost me anything, why I will go use card or payment system which will cost me money? So they try to negotiate the interest rate, and that's where I think government will come in, we will put up with Ministry of Trade, for try to see whether subsidize, some of their interest rate here, so that you will get more women there, so they roll out to 500 women the next year. The other problem, we glad for, obviously, like the curfew, the security, because you get for people they work for camp, but because the time at 7 o'clock, it was now 9 o'clock, it was a problem, but we did close 7, so it was a problem. So now we hope say the market will run for until the 22nd, and this now really for just test the cashless system, for encourage people and for use cashless system. It will help the economy, it will help the business there, it will help so much. When you travel, go places like Ghana, there's so many, almost everything, the taxi they're all cashless. And so for me, I think this is a real big deal for we for pioneer this kind of thing, for help women, especially for understand technology, for bridge that gap between the man and the woman in terms of finances, in terms of innovation, and actually create that space for them, a safe space that they will sell their markets, whether online, or a space that they will showcase their business them, but be confident say they don't go lose money if they left somebody for sale for them, even there's much more business they are. And so for me, I just want to thank you to, especially the World Bank through the Sierra Leone Economic Diversification Project. We make way able to do this, and the Ministry of Trade, and all the telecommunications and banks that we don't work with to make this happen.
Thank you very much. I think the final one is important is it's really important. Inside Salon, it's a Leone and Ghana open factory. We do very well. We produce for banks, for UN institutions, and we pilot new innovative concepts. Different kind of things that we push the country to do. The last time we Minister of Transport we announced a new bus here and then the cashless payment system as well. So we advanced that. All the bus can at one place that we make sure we roll it out. We get cashless system, and the minister just talk about the fact that we need to clear the streets and we forget dedicated bus lanes. This country, the COUP president, we see, we are we are the good forward, inshallah. So one for thank you, Madam Harrison, for the work we do. We get plenty of questions that we don't come through the online platform. So while we wait, then just don't assure me say the live for how many minutes from now. I want to take this opportunity to maybe like ask the question that we don't already can. Because we get some questions in for normally we ask people like for sending questions in advance. And now we are missing the question and then it's priority. Because I therefore encourage more people for using online platform today. So we get the questions, right? The commitment always that I read every single question. No matter how the question people ask, I go ahead and I read the question and then we will summarize and give my chance for them to respond to the question. As like imagine plenty of questions in the middle of this itself, so I will try for collapse them because explain to him about the investigation. I think the IG already provide the updates on that investigation. But since the questions were sent in advance, let me try. Somebody they asked who spent ECSL to pay them money. On my day. About security. Somebody your question says, okay, so would lights go off like 8 times? Say lights not tight. They ask serious question, but who is that? Something and say lights not good off like the point of this press conference, I always make it clear that any question we get concerning the government of Salone, ask it here. We may not be able to answer you directly, but I will assure you so we follow up and we will bring down the answer. Somebody say how many ex-military men they are on one way arrest and how many then have been fugitives we look for. I think you don't answer that because you don't give me permission. Somebody asked me how far is the security sector of the country for now. You answer that the ECOWAS standby force who stand in the council. Somebody obviously the question about the investigation of former President EBK. Somebody they ask you, Mr. Minister, you say who stand for guys they go down. Somebody will ask, what to make the updates not come up from the IDP, only from the Minister of Information on the adopted coup of November 26. Somebody asked, how long the investigation of the former president will last? And now clarify whether it is under house arrest or not. What's the security position from there and we what's the specification for those on that course? Sorry, I apologize. This question here misses any sense of that. When the investigation will end into the former president, Mr. Minister, there are updates on Sarah ground, any other trading places so that traders and remove and ease its trading. Any substantial evidence there against the former president? The banks that they give out all loans still with only roughly 20 days left for it to be out of circulation. So they want to know what to do about that. Somebody say in the update of former president who might plan for response to appeal Scott's verdict. I think the minister they mentioned say the former president is COIPs and they be rejecting appeal and now the courts will instruct and collect back all the money the courts will find say take. Looking at the government's position on the accusations of the involvement of Internal Affairs Minister Taliba in conspiring with coup plotters. People are using your name to take money from them, said they will join them with the police force. Okay, this person by the same house arrest question. Somebody say one way to make the police declare the daughter of former president and it's like Koroma wanted. Who swore to play and somebody say so far how many people did not arrest and also what's an update on Koroma inside with the police. Again, some of them questions I already answered them, so I don't understand. Then the other question, the last one I get from an online platform, I'm hoping the team don't check, and that's the last one. What I want to do now, what I want to me for respect people that really send me a question on the ask. When they say when the made in Salone iron wall, roofing sheets, nail, cement, and of course the tomahawk on rice to reach the market. Yes. So you know, see the top box. Yes, iron wall. But then say iron wall, roofing sheets, nail, cement, and of course the tomahawk on rice. It's all steady reach the market. So what will be Minister of the Law starts with you. Let me answer that question that we directed to you briefly, because there are all the reference questions. So if you take just a few minutes, not around in the answer.
Okay, thanks very much. Just one quick observation. Madam Aisatu, the Shallow Economic Diversification Project, the money that government of Salomon, not the government. Then again, on the price of fuel, which stage you know, we all know this government very responsive based on international markets. Our price will go up in international markets, and so will go up. I can assume the candle. At some point, we even refuse to impose taxes, extra duties on that. Following will keep the economy stable, then also keep the price of fuel down. So for now, we monitor the flat at the international level. So the price is so fast. And we get enough fuel load to take. We are sure so listen to the PRA director in the yard that we will operate. So we get enough fuel load to take throughout the festive season. On the several grounds, as we know, up to the tier 1 follow, it's about 90-something% complete. But a better updates come up from NASIT, because the NASIT's own property. We can anticipate because we get for the deal with traders. So the leadership and NASIT will give a thorough update on the several grounds who said will be available. But we want it to be early next year, because they must say who don't come, they need for the state. When they met in Salone, I can assure people they say for cement and iron rod, of course, next year they don't do the for cement and iron rod, we go there early next year, first quarter next year, we go get more than 1 or 2 companies there, we produce cement and iron rod now. The Tomamo project, a very big ambitious project, it's about $600 million we government the target, and we don't make a lot of progress around that. And we go know after February, we government the plan for a roundtable conference. But we'll let the Minister of Agriculture let him give more details than this one, because although they collaborate, they work closely, the Minister of Agriculture is in a good position for the more specific details on the Tomamo project.
Thank you, Minister.
Yes, one of the questions. The investigation of the former president, Mr. Chairman, with respect to you, I want to know all rights, all observe the moment of silence for them 18 Galan officers who died in that May their souls and the souls of all the faithful departed through the mercy of God rest in peace. We police will investigate this, we get a set of rules with guide me. We call them the judges' rules. Those are rules of the Queen's Council in England. The first rule, judges rule 1, they say, whenever a police officer is endeavoring to establish the author of a crime, there is no objection to putting questions in respect thereof to any person, whether suspected or not, from whom he thinks useful information can be obtained. End of quote. That's what the end of quote. So it's clear. We are investigating that one, and he is making a statement. And the second question is, say, how long will it last? Well, it depends. It will last as long as we get to the end of the investigation, as long as we get to the investigation by a systematic process. When they examine, they discover and examine the facts of an incident, for then it will reach to the truth. So that's what we are doing. That process can take time. And then 1 or 2 weeks as the case may be. So that one is, I cannot give you the timeline on that one. Well, the other issue is it under house arrest? I said, I talk about the introduction, say, when once you don't make statement to me, you don't caution me, you don't issue, you don't administer. Now, voluntary caution statement, so we may force you for talk. Anything talk, now we write, this case will be full, how we need to talk, we mean that we are exhausted. So we have 2 things, 2 options. Either keep you in custody, yourself to read, or you grant you bail. Looking at him as the former president, we get no respect. So we worked out the bail condition. And whatever is happening now is the bail condition. It was approved by members of his party, Yansane, Mikael Basale, and the lawyer, all of us together agreed on those conditions. For data host, for the external visitors, and all of that. So when will the investigation end on the that one is already answered? Any evidence we are investigating? prejudice in the investigation. So let us wait for that.
There was light,
At the end of the tunnel.
All right, now we just round through with a question. First round, as usual. Then we'll get in second round.
All right. Okay. Let's see question and ask it. Mada, you do number 1. You do number 2. You do number 3 on this side. Gentleman with the team up to the coat and tie, the number 4. I want a woman on this side for the number 5. Okay, that lady did number 5. Thank you. Alright. Who are the pass the mic? Madam starts. Go. We know the drill, we know the rule. Let's go on fast.
Madam Aslamine, a question to IG. IG, there is a news where the circulate on social media say police raid one sign IMAX where they stop loss as them. Now they the whole situation. I don't know how to.
Okay, thank you. Number 2.
Yeah, I am Prince Christopher Kamara, reporting for Open Space newspaper. My question is to the Minister of Trade. Is it true that Sierra Leone, even with our water and crisis, we export water?
Okay, thank you. Number 3.
Samuel, Culture Radio. To the Minister of Trade, I want to ask a question. You made mention say Salon the export of oil. So I want to ask which type of oil and also, I mean, how you mean is it napamine or other type of oil? I don't understand properly.
All right. Who are number 4?
Yes,
Yeah, gentleman.
number 4, yes. My question is for the IG. My name is Edward Sacco. The question...
Edward, do you know whose house? Just identify yourself.
Yeah, Edward Sacco.
But you need to know your association.
Well, I'm a lawyer.
Okay.
The question for the IG. If the memory serves me right, you mentioned earlier on, say, the former president now a suspect. And you also mentioned, say, other people in the world, and they also investigate for the same crime, but they in custody. The question now is, why is the former president not in custody himself? Secondly,
one question. Thank you, sir. We're going to put you to do the second one. Please. Yes. Second number 1.
Good afternoon.
Yes, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Thank you.
My name is Hannah Elizabeth Talwani. Me and the CEO of COUP Couriers with the police local office and requested they go directly to Ms. Aisi. Concerning the POS, there are a lot of concerns in terms of the operations of the POS and fraudulent issues. So what are the measures that have been put in place to mitigate these fears for the business people?
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
All right, all 5 questions are in. I'll start with you, Mr. Minister. With the export water, which type of oil are your 2 questions?
I would like to confirm, we don't know that it's for the water. Even though I know say years back, spring water was being extra, but you look more recently, I think it's more for local consumption. So, yes. Although years back, not very recently. So if you get further information on that, I will let you know. The type of oil they export now, vegetable oil, with the major industries, blacks and kissing industries. Palm we're not the next exporter of palm oil. They use them locally for so many other things, so that people make business. Palm oil, they go Guinea, they go take Ghana, Senegal, and all because we get good quality palm oil. You are hoping that next exporters to get enough. When they sell then they get the money. It's a problem.
Thank you. As I told, we'll take your question and we'll go to Aisha.
Thank you very much. This is not one of the questions you asked the bank, but I think the peace of mind way I get, because it no matter who side you dey, no matter also just in alone. This is a problem way they everywhere. You dey but fraud, card payment fraud, whosoever in the world. But I think for me the peace of mind is the bank the way they provide the POS system. Then they assure you say if by any chance you get frauded, then they go, then go refund your money. I think that's a peace of mind for me as a businessman. But I know say the Bank of Salone, they work hand in hand with like the fintech companies, the banks, them for really put security in place so people can feel safe for use them, they card them.
Brilliant. So there's a whole line of work around cyber security and data protection, and that's also tied to the work we do in this area. IG, there's a specific question on IMAX, whether it's true or not.
Yes.
And I think the question of waiting make it not there in custody belongs and why not?
Well, very correct that one of the COUP step when Amadou Koita, we catch him around that tree planting area. Apparently, the questionnaire say one of William police officer, Adimatu Bangura, named Hosta. Well, I tell you, after this thing of the 26th, we embark on pursuit, physically and electronically. I have for talking against the Sierra Police, we cyber investigation lab. The only country between that facility, that capacity, is South Africa. So we will pin the man the dog, we will pin our dog to that particular location. And as it is now, we don't institute two actions against that police woman. Disciplinary and criminal. On the disciplinary side, that is infraction on the license rules, we don't dismiss her already. So now she's no longer a police officer. Now we go face the common criminal law. So the issue of former President Kumar being a suspect, yes, like I said, as long as we don't administer that caution to you, we really issue the judge's rules, and the second rule landing. See, for caution the man, we really force it for talk. What if you talk about right? It has been administered to him. I suspect, but very custody. I have said it, I say, with respect him as a former president. So you know we'll let us see if you are the former president, you know we'll let people don't let us see you there. That don't mean say it above the law. One of the tenets of the rule of law, they say equality before the law. Everywhere is equal before the law.
So now you make the restriction in there. Not so? Now you make the restriction in there, please. Okay, good. Second round. Oh, the IMAX question.
No,
Well, you answer. I
didn't get
see answer. Say, or whether the coupies them will get a situation in the IMAX, particularly, and if you want to confirm if you're in true or not. Okay, we investigation now finally answer it. Alright, so if you get information for provide, you can provide your web. Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, the lady, number 5, this other lady. Okay, so we'll do 5 and then you see how we go. If I do one fast, we'll do one more round. Yes.
Yes, Mohammed Sanko is the name, working for Unity Press. So the IG sir, this coup we don't happen, we will investigate people involved. Now we see both serving police personnel and they under custody will investigate them. waiting this they send to other police officers and we currently let's say they serve, and which measures we want for put in place going forward for future occurrences of shots. Thank you.
Number 2.
Yes, sir. This question will go for the IG. The Waterloo checkpoint and the Jue checkpoint. There is a concern from the people when they say when they use that checkpoint during the night, then they collect money from them. And then also even if they ask for the ID, they can, even if they're not getting with the police and they collect and the soldier they can collect money from them. So I want to make the IG that don't concern now.
Thank you. Number 3 again.
Good afternoon to you all. Me name is Ibrahim Isaac Mansari. I'm a human rights activist. I work for COUP. My question will go to the IG because now this season, especially we're inside the December. My brothers and sisters already in the diaspora, they can come for can celebrate with their loved one. So I want to know which one I don't put in place for the security, especially waiting happen November 26.
So now they don't security no more for kids. Because I didn't come in. Who they are, who not like? Who picking the way they are, how we do? Alright, number 4, yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Your name is Mohammed M. Koroma.
Yes.
AYV radio reporter. Your question will go to the Minister of Trade. In your address, you make mention saying the price of building materials and therefore come to the specific cement and plywood. So we want to know how soon that will happen, because some of you have a bill, you know.
What's your name again?
Mohammed M. Koroma.
Mohammed, you know, say I'm like a person ask question when they just don't ask. That question is somebody just ask her. I read her out, the minister answer her. So now chance that the other person forget for ask different question. Now you don't take so now.
Okay, so
I'll pass the mic now. Thank you. Number 5. Now this lady up here. No, not to you, sir. Number 5, please. We will follow the rules now.
Memona Suma AYB, the question will go to the IG. The IG mentioned say they get 80 suspects and they don't get 68 statements them. One for knowing are the findings apart from the fact say this attempted coup. One for knowing actually the information we don't get from them statements they really don't get.
Sister, you sure? Try. We go pass the question, we go pass it. You want to know what you don't find out. IG, we got a few questions for you. The investigation of current personnel, the question of abuse of security personnel, particularly. Okay, now listen out, please. Boss. Okay? The question of alleged abuse by security personnel at checkpoints. They mentioned Waterloo and Jue. Somebody says security measures for JC loved ones. And then this question of the information so far from the statement they will collect. All for you.
Yes. Well, the action we don't take against the policeman involved by this failed coup, it is send a clear message to SARI members. When you look with strategic development plan, one of the strategic objectives will remain political. But if you policeman, you go take gun, you go team up, you fire against the state, where they pay you, where they clad you, we will deal with it like that. All of those officers involved don't dismiss them all, and now they are going to face the law. And for let them recall that kind of conduct. They say there is no act where they tell the man's mind from the construction on his face. We all come out from different backgrounds. There are some people elect you carry the na FBI, they go train, they can never change. They still carry their own, mindset and mental maps. But the foreign record, that they could take them concrete action. I'm sure we as the Sierra Leone police, we are one organization in this country, we get a very strong discipline regulation 2001 where they passed the parliament. Sudanly would enforce her to the letter. Everybody knows about that one. And they go take you now to the school as recruits, would they show you first the school standing orders, high for behavior now to the school. As they come out, would they show you the 47 rules. So if you fall short of anyone, you get an associated penalty with the implementer. Then of course the issue of the checkpoints, see that they extort, those reports keep coming. But for me, I'm not a defender, I take it as management information, but I don't put in place a countermeasure who they work on down. Then of course for the peak season, when we monitor, but to get concerned also, yesterday, we lift the curfew. The curfew will lift and for reassure people, say there is security within the country, and also for allow economic activities where they drive in a net for make them go up. That is a confidence building measure for they say there is security. The details are classified. I cannot discuss them here because I don't know who is listening.
IG, I just realized there was a very specific question on the inclusion of Danke Koroma na the list, the daughter apparently of the former president.
Well, for we are not looking at it from that perspective. As far as we are concerned, she's a wanted person. So that's how we do it.
Perfect. So anybody on the list are based on the evidence. Now I also don't need time, but because of the lights and the slowness, I'll do now one more bite. So final round, okay? And then we go. So put up your hand after this. You can send a question now by text. So number 1, number 2, number 3, the man in the blue. I'm kind of half colorblind. Number 4, yeah. Now it has to be a woman. Number 5, thank you. Yes. So there you go. Yes, that's here.
Mohammed Kamara, The Watch and Sakara newspapers. IG, everybody is talking about the alleged coup to the 6th of November 2023. But how about the alleged first coup? Are they still in prisons, or why does it take so long for them to be charged to court? Thank you.
Wait. Which coup you talk about?
On record, this is the second coup since President
Okay, so the one will be happening.
The first one, August. My minister, with due respect to you, sir, my question is simple. Everybody seems to be talking about the second coup, which will be on the 6th of November. But how about the first coup, alleged coup, or are they still getting there?
Sacramento, the only person who agree for every celebrity I am. Nobody else every celebrity pass me against than celebrity. Now I'm a resident journalist celebrity. Thank you, sir. Go ahead.
After CC, Choice FM. Mr. Minister, I remember the last press meet briefing. Somebody asked about the external force, like the ECOMOC, see if they will come. And you tell we say, that's not going to happen. But today, now this press briefing, I didn't talk say ECOMOC for come. Waiting, make them come. If they come, now confidence will not get against our salon security. Now we know.
Thank you very much. I like that question because I go answer very well. Go on.
Yes, Hassan Koroma, Concord Times. IG, you say about huge amount of AK-47 weapons. We then be taking 47. We are able to discover only 9, and this 29. Sorry. The one where they are, because earlier you say the country safe and calm. Then now with this weapon out there, do you think this country really safe?
you know, journalists and all I go report wrong information. So I go through the numbers again because it's important. Don't go report the wrong thing. Number 4.
Thank you very much. Mina Jonathan Lokurapu, Adi Channel Radio. Given the urgency and the cooperation of the suspended early in detention, I want to know if I get any timeline for press charges.
Thank you. And the lady at the back. Yes, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
National Secretary General Market Women Association, Adarabiatu. This is a word direct to the Minister for Trade. We want to know, you know, they talk say we traders and then our streets. We accept, we agree, but we not get market. The markets will get right now. All of them push forward and the inside. The trader they're not secure. If you go inside of courts now, they not take the market where the trader they all day that street. What thing are they do for that?
Now I really glad you are giving this final round because it's for importance for your that question. Thank you very much. What we will do, I usually not done with this security thing. So the council and then will come end with the minister. The question of that, why we need to talk about the first school, and then whether we're safe, considering that we still get a number of weapons there out. On the weapons question, I promise to go through the number again. By the way, not so I should talk about the weapon enemy. So, and I give the numbers. Okay? I say, we will also provide an update. Of the 47 weapons that we steal, we don't recover 29, sir. 18 in the house. And we did, like the IG say, we are actively searching for the weapon in there. Also, for remind you, say, the country not completely free right now. I make we still get curfew, I make we get heightened security and checks. And we also don't put in place additional measures, and IG talk about with cyber. And not only South Africa are probably superior to it. So we get reasonable confidence about location and things that we security forces don't take. Now you make the curfew extender, if you read the press release, it say as the security situation continues to improve, it's tied directly to the security for assure the people there. Because IG Mecca left the balance to you.
Well, on the first question from Mr. Minister, the first question from the celebrity, the first one, subversion. Subversion now will undermine the power and authority of an established system. The coup and covert and illegal attempt action. That's the difference. So those who are there on the first occasion, they are there for subversion. These ones we are looking at now are coup. That's clear. Then of course on the safety of Sierra Leone with 10 weapons out there, yes, it's safe. If Sierra Leone is safe, we're not for lifting, not safe. We will for 7 in there down to 6 o'clock in the evening. By now, we're all the ones who want to stay. But because we are sure of our capability, we are sure that we can protect our people. Not only for this festive season, but going forward. And we say let the coffee go to 12 and we will provide the requisite security. Then of course on the timeline, investigation not only the dissertation, we say that hours in that hours in. It takes time because things coming up time and again. The timeline we cannot set a clear timeline, but we are hoping towards wrapping it up as soon as possible.
We IG as well na former teacher, so I say very methodical. On the question of external force, I just want to make clear. The question was very direct last week, whether there were plans at the moment, at that day they will be the talk, for an intervention for Scanner Salon. And I say, on that day, based on the conversation that we had, no plans had been made. Now, ECOWAS met with His Excellency the President, present to them, go, and ECOWAS took multiple measures, and one of them, now for send within and refer to as a stabilization force. We are members of ECOWAS. Now, members say in the past, people don't always ask me about ECOWAS, whether they contribute troops, whether they abide by ECOWAS, and I always make one thing clear. We are an active, participating member of the community of West African states. We abide by within the community agree on. We meet the obligations, including troop contributions. Now, based on the situation of the country, the community don't meet and they don't see that they send a force here for boost to morale and for really make very clear that no space no in Salou for anybody like the team safe. So you can use whatever weapons or that 18 AK-47 we don't left my yam. That space no there at all. And that ECOWAS they take a zero tolerance approach. So the governments of Salou welcome the decisions of ECOWAS because they're a legitimate authority will be they part of and will they continue to abide by. Clear? As soon as they can, they will announce as well. The conclusion of the meeting was that immediately, so they expect the force for the earliest convenience. Now I come out to the minister for final words and then we'll close.
Yes, and I heard Arabi. It's always interesting. I say we can't portray a business that we didn't refer to. But when the markets are involved, you know the people need to win. So they always don't challenge the trader and say the people can collect the market due across the country. When they constitute a large percentage framing the council, when I put the councils under pressure for rehabilitate and build the market. When I say, when I calculate how much we don't pay over the last how many years, and when I market situation never improve. And the challenge for challenge local councils across the country, may them provide marketing for now. Notwithstanding, as a ministry, we don't make conscious effort for raise money, but we will get enough for all the marketing in the country. But we attempt for rehabilitate some marketing in the country next year. We don't get small money somewhere. On the push forward away the marketplace there, and they assure una say within the next 24-48 hours, because the thing is the IG there, so we don't say the action down there. But more importantly, the IG will cover Western areas, Sylvester, and we'll call immediately after this meeting. We'll tell us say a boss immediately where they talk to each other. But when they go clear then, Mr. A challenge you now, not to also the put central government to get local government. When I put the local council, then they collect 20 on hand every day. Every day, toilet said the name will be on phone now. When I go challenge them, then we said go to do ya, but the push for money and they assure you the next 48 hours they're not going in another place there again. Thank you.
On that note, I want to take this opportunity for telling all plenty thank you for our camp, for our cooperation, and also apologize for the inconvenience who lost power. I want to apologize to people and also not be able to see all of this live. I want to say we do best to provide a summary through the channel that we can use normally. Please continue to follow the Ministry of Information and Civic Education pages on Facebook, on X, with channel and WhatsApp for accurate information. Now, for one of the journalists, now listen. If you see something from the ministry, you don't need to call me for check if not true. When you see anything on social media from the ministry, check with Facebook, check with WhatsApp channel, and check with X. Anything we post simultaneously. Then you go in on the personal page, you go in on the deputy minister and personal page. If you know that on all the platform then you will make up your mind now and say, I see this here, I don't want your page. So you don't need for call we. We try to build the system. We will be fail-proof, we will be trustworthy, and we also timely. I tell Isatu Harris in plenty thank you for who you come and for the outstanding work you do. IG, the people of Salon tell you thank you for the security, for who to extend the curfew, and for how we don't conduct the investigation by all accounts with professionalism. Minister of Trade, I tell you thank you for a fantastic work you do for continuing to push the country go before, and I tell the Deputy Minister and the staff of the ministry as well, thank you. All we partners there, Assalamu alaikum.